A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a bold move that has sent shockwaves through the international community, President Donald Trump announced a significant wave of airstrikes on the Houthi rebels in Yemen. This military action comes in response to the armed group's recent attacks on shipping in the Red Sea, which have posed a considerable threat to global trade and security. In a post on his Truth Social platform, Trump described the Houthis as thugs funded by Iran, accusing them of firing missiles at U.S. aircraft and targeting American troops and allies. He emphasized that these actions have resulted in billions of dollars in damages and put countless lives at risk. The Houthi Health Ministry reported that at least 9 individuals were killed and 9 others injured in the U.S. strikes, which targeted key positions held by the rebels. The Houthis, who have ramped up their attacks on shipping in response to Israel's invasion of Gaza, have vowed to continue their campaign against what they perceive as their enemies. Trump highlighted the dire consequences of the Houthi actions, noting that it has been over a year since a U.S.-flagged ship safely traversed the Suez Canal, a critical route for global maritime trade. These attacks will not be tolerated, he warned, declaring that the U.S. would employ overwhelming lethal force until their objectives were met. Addressing the Houthis directly, Trump issued a stark warning. Hell will rain down upon you like nothing you have ever seen before, if they do not cease their assaults. In a broader context, U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth stated that Iran, the Houthis' primary benefactor, is now on notice. The Houthis, an Iranian-backed rebel group, have long considered Israel their enemy and have launched numerous attacks on commercial vessels in the Red Sea since the outbreak of hostilities between Israel and Hamas. Initially, the group claimed their attacks were directed solely at ships associated with Israel. However, many vessels targeted have no ties to the Israeli state. For over a year, major shipping companies have been forced to reroute their vessels away from the Red Sea, opting for a longer journey around southern Africa, which has disrupted nearly 15% of global seaborne trade. Trump called on Iran to halt its support for the Houthis, warning that the U.S. would hold them fully accountable for their actions. He criticized the previous administration under Joe Biden for being pathetically weak and allowing the Houthis to operate without restraint. The recent strikes mark a significant escalation in U.S. military involvement in the region as Trump seeks to reassert American strength and protect vital shipping lanes. The Houthis have confirmed that they were struck in their territory, including in the capital city of Sana'a. This military action follows a January executive order that redesignated the Houthis as a terrorist organization, reversing the Biden administration's previous decision to remove them from the State Department's terror group registry. The conflict in Yemen has been ongoing since 2015, with Saudi Arabia, occasionally joined by Jordanian, Israeli, and American allies, conducting military operations against the Houthis in support of the internationally recognized Yemeni government. In addition to the strikes in Yemen, Trump announced that the U.S. had also successfully targeted and killed an ISIS leader in Iraq, further emphasizing the administration's commitment to combating terrorism in the region. As tensions continue to rise, the international community watches closely to see how these developments will impact the already volatile situation in the Middle East and global trade routes. With the stakes higher than ever, the U.S. appears poised to take a more aggressive stance against perceived threats to its interests and allies in the region. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.